Koozie in episode 1 explains that he should have done more for Russ, and Russ said that wasn't Koozie's job.
Right. Well, that came out. Gary Pomerantz, who's in the doc, authored Gary
Right.
Pomerantz. He co-authored with Koozie. Well, he actually authored the book about Koozie, The Last Pass, in which Koozie unburdens his soul in this regard with the fact that he regrets that he somehow, I don't know what exactly, but he feels he could have done more to smooth Bill Russell's path in Boston socially, and Koozie broods, he takes things very hard, and he's hardest on himself, and he's beating himself up in this whole book about this, and Russell just chuckled. I can take care of myself. Russell tried to,
Right.
talk Koozie off the ledge.
Right.
Don't worry about it. It wasn't your job, right? That wasn't your job, Koozie. But Koozie being Koozie, and they're two, towering personalities. Koozie being Koozie couldn't help being himself. Russell being Russell couldn't help being himself.
Right.
But Russell, but the book, I recommend the book. It's great reading. It's called The Last Pass, Gary Pomerantz, Pomerantz, and I recommend that book to anybody who's remotely interested in the topic.
It was Ramsey. They went back to Lexington. Did they play?
Lexington. They went they went to Lexington. This was to help honor, allow Ramsey to bask in the glory of being a great Kentucky player. And when they were reserves, Russell was reserved, and Jones were refused service at lunch. That Koozie jumped right up, said, "We're out of here," and Russell, of course, was. But they did. It was in Lexington, Kentucky.
But then Russell and Jones, and then the African American players chose not to play.
Yeah, they
didn't. It's a real conundrum because they wanted to honor Ramsey, so the white players stayed, the African American players left, and seemed like one of those situations where everybody had to do what they thought they had to do. And I thought Ramsey said, "Look, we didn't have to do this. We could all bolted."
Yeah, well, of course, in retrospect, I'm sure the white guys would wish they had bolted as well. But
it just goes to show to me when I saw that, what a complex time. Holy cow. I mean, we live in a complex time now. And when people say that to me, like, oh my God, like I have some friends that are ready to jump out the window, like, oh, it's never been this bad. I go, really? I mean, think about it. Think about it. Think about the 60s. Think about the Depression. I mean, let's go through time here. And what I find amazing about that team is that there were so many opportunities because of the racial tension for it to become fractured, and it did not.
I don't think it even came close. I don't think it was ever.
Really, I mean, and it's
Koozie. Part of this, remember,
you said, no, we're out of here. I mean, it's amazing how they stayed together.
Well, these were great people, and
they were.
And Red was supervising it. Remember, Red drafted Chuck Cooper. He was the first African American.
Oh yeah.
And the Celtics had the first all-black starting five. Well, along with, I do think that we need to clarify this. They stated it categorically that the Celtics had the first black starting five. 76ers did the same year, and I'm not sure who beat who to the punch. It was within weeks or days of each other, I think. But let's give the 76ers their due. They don't get it because the Celtics are, the subject of focal point here. But the 76ers also had an all-black starting five during that same season.